Good afternoon on what is a bright, mild and sunny day. It is Thursday the 23rd of February. I'm in the reading it with a nice hot cup of tea. And a tiny little envelope to unbox or open. So just get the knife into this. And what I have got is the Beast of Bleakmarsh, and this has come all the way from Footscray, Victoria, in Australia. And inside there is a little letter to the Dungeon Master. But what you have is a little, essentially hand-drawn adventure for Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, and you open it out like this. You see all the description and details of the dungeon as the adventure goes through, and essentially this is a location adventure, essentially wilderness adventure built around around Bleakmarsh. So it's easy to drop into a campaign where you've got a marsh and sort of like, people living in sort of like on the edge of it, being threatened by something out there. It's a classic kind of setup, and in this case, you and your companions are almost famous monster hunters. Ask each player what role his character played in dealing with the last monster that you encountered, and so on. So let's see. It's a retro for 5th edition. Doesn't say clearly what level it's for, but essentially, at the request of your friend Godric, you're bound for Bleaksmith, which is being terrorised by a mysterious beast. Suddenly, screams alert you to the following scene, and that's the first scene. Essentially, you're heading for Bleakmarsh. There we go. Not quite reached the edge of the swamp, and this is what you see, and you've got to rescue this person. So that sets you up for the adventure, and sort of like gets you to Bleakmarsh. And you've got this lovely kind of damp, sort of like mouldy feel to this town of people sort of like living on the edge. It's nicely done. And they say, yes, we are being terrorised by a monster, and then you go hunting for the beast. Okay, essentially all the talk is of the beast, and this is where you sort of like find out about the monsters and so on, and go hunting for it. So you just got basically a little page of things that the player characters to look for, and then here's where it gets clever, because what you have got literally. So let's see if I can fold this thing. These things are. So this literally folds out. This is a pamphlet fold out, and these are kind of adventures which are really kind of neat. Essentially, the whole thing, they fold out and don't make any sense, but folded down they do. So you have this page, that page, and then the last page. But you take this and do essentially, you do this. You have a full map of the area for the benefit of the referee. It's an incredible piece of design that you don't know how they do it. And then, so you've got it like that, but you pull it apart and you've got more pages hidden in the middle. So you've actually got encounters as well, polywogs there, and then the weird toad there listed in the middle. And it's there, at this point, it's kind of there for when, the point, by the time you unfold this is where the player characters are about to encounter it. And then we have a location, and it's not so much a map as an illustration of the shrine, for the benefit of the referee to really kind of describe to players. And in some ways that's actually easy to describe because it's more visual, the really good visual impact of that. And this just folds down like that, and yeah, like that. to that. And there's a huge amount of adventure in there. You'll probably get a session or two out of this, but you know, oops, this is even I'm having difficulty folding this down because it's because I always do. But right, there we go. So I mean, this sort of adventure is kind of a classic. You've got a village in difficulty. It's in a swamp. You've got a bleak, sodden village. It's even called Bleakmarsh. On the Bleakmarsh, guides hunting the beast. And when you get out to it, you've got a really nice depiction of a wider area. And finally, you've got the sort of the details there of the description, and all this is fitted onto, essentially sort of like an A3 sort of size paper. It's a bit more, about A3. Very cleverly folded down for storage. This is a second level for 5e. It's a pocket-sized adventure by B. Barnett, and you can find these on Drive-Thru RPG. I'll link down it when I get to review this. Because I've been looking. Because I've opened several of these before. This is the second one I want to sort of like. I think there's 5 or 6 of these, and they're really quite fun. Anyway, that's the Beast of Bleakmarsh, a 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons scenario, which actually fits in your pocket. The rule books won't, but the other good thing about this is sort of like it's small, it's sizable. You can take this along, play it, and you could probably do this in a session. 2 sessions if you sort of like draw things out a bit. But yeah, Beast of Bleakmarsh from Pocket Sized Adventures. Anyway, thanks for watching another unboxing the Nook. If you enjoyed this, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me typically with a package or a book, a box. In this case, if I get hold of it, an envelope from which I will extract a book or game, or in this case, a booklet flip-out adventure, and talk about it to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I'll be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.